Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Afternoon FM. Today, I'm joined graciously by the Horsehead band. I have JB here, Jim the Boss to some of those that are in the Jersey City music scene. I actually didn't catch your name, bro.
I'm Jose the Guy.
Jose the Guy.
Yeah.
He plays bass.
He plays bass. So, welcome, guys.
Thanks, man. The music, your intro music is great, but it's funny because complete contrast to what we do. It's all fuzz and noise and songs about love. And
for the record, ladies and gentlemen, JB is wearing a Celine Dion shirt with satanic symbols.
yeah, it's supposed to be like a metal shirt, so people look at it and go, "Cool metal shirt," and they realize it's a Celine Dion shirt.
My Heart Will Go
metal.
On is a great record.
Yeah.
I do own a lot of weird shirts like that. Like I have a Bill Clinton shirt that makes it look like he's like this 80s jazz saxophonist.
Oh, that's great.
He loves that shirt. He like cracks up every time he sees it.
You know, he's got the wardrobe, to match his beautiful personality.
Well, thank
Jeffrey
you.
Epstein painting of him. Like I know there's like all the mystique.
The mystique.
The mystique
It's definitely, yeah, that's a word.
around
That's a word for
the
it.
painting, but it's just like it's Bill Clinton and just dress. And it was like,
Oh, yeah, I saw that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird stuff.
yeah. I was like,
Yeah, we're not at that echelon yet. We're hoping to be big one day,
Yeah.
to be at that, like, international, like, well, not necessarily that.
Yeah,
You
not
erased the upper
You just
East
erased
Side.
what we just said here. Well, yeah.
Yeah, you got to backtrack there.
Yeah.
I don't think we're trying to get to where we're wearing dresses and hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein.
No, not trying to play the
Version
Upper East Side,
2.
like
No,
sex
we
parties.
just
Yeah.
want to be on an international level.
Yeah,
That's all I mean.
International.
Yes.
And it was like, what's the goal? And then we're gonna go on and like.
I think the goal is world domination.
World domination
We're-
is.
World Dom
Yeah,
Tour.
we're starting, in Jersey first. We're gonna dip the toe in Jersey and see how that goes, and then, I don't know, maybe Boston.
If you could make it in Jersey, maybe. We can make it anywhere.
That's
it's
the
hard
thing.
here.
Taxes are just way too goddamn high.
Well, I mean, the goal would be to move to Costa Rica. That's the
Yeah.
goal.
He's gone to Costa Rica a few times, right?
Well, once, but
once,
multiple
okay.
times in my mind. Yeah, beautiful.
I heard that there's trees that have spikes on them.
I don't recall any trees with spikes.
Yeah, was that lush? That was
No.
I don't know.
I remember manta rays. I remember blue oceans. Beautiful place. Wonderful nightlife.
So that's the
Yes.
idea. We've been trying to look in to see how we could break into the Costa Rican market
Oh, the
so he
Costa
could
Rican-
live out his dream. If we only play Costa Rica, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, live out
You
my
know?
dream of
Well-
drinking in a pool all day.
That's the dream. That really is the dream. And the Costa Rican market is booming now.
It's beautiful there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually just got back from Puerto Rico.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Yeah, fucking. It's weird, man, going down there. Like, I've heard a lot about Costa Rica, but I feel like there's not the same, like. So Puerto Rico, like, there's the people who are like native to the island, and there's the people down there that are like trying to exploit the tax loophole.
Yeah.
So you go, and you're there. So it's like you could immediately, like, this is the expatriates. There's some people that are just moving down because it's a beautiful place. But a lot of people are like people who don't want to pay taxes on crypto or fucking like, bullshit. And it was strange, man. It's like there's like kind of like the similar vibes to it, man, where a lot of people are just like expatriating to it, but it was a whole different world because it's like it's crazy because like Puerto Rico's not that big of an island. So like a lot of dudes that I was like meeting, they were like, oh, like be nice to everybody because you're gonna bump into them a bunch of times. Like it's like a neighborhood on an island.
Yeah.
Or like a city on an island, and I don't know, man. It was just beautiful. Afterward, man, I just really started like daydreaming of Rincon.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I have family who lives in Puerto Rico. The last time I was there, I was like 16 though, so I used to go pretty often with my grandmother.
Right.
Like she still lives there. She lives in like the sticks.
Right,
Yeah.
Is she in the mainland?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. She lives on
like
the East Coast.
So she's by San Juan, maybe.
So yeah, I know. It's
crazy,
Like
though.
I said, it's been a long time since I've been there.
It's like if Miami and Los Angeles had like a baby.
Yeah.
It was like Yeah, I don't know. It was a different vibe for me.
I do know that the guy from the Mighty Ducks is one of the lead crypto guys down there.
Emilio Estevez?
Yeah, the dude that played Gordon Bombay, the kid. He's all old now.
Number one, Gordon Bombay was Emilio Estevez. You're talking
Oh,
about...
wait. Who was
You're
that
talking
kid?
about Pacey from Dawson's Creek?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Wait, Gordon Bombay was Emilio Estevez?
Yes.
So it's not him.
I was like,
Yeah, 'cause that would be weird.
Remember?
No, it's like the main guy in
The
the
kid.
first one. Yeah.
You're saying there were kids.
Yeah.
You're
The
talking
main
about
kid.
Pacey. Oh, my gosh. Joshua Jackson.
Maybe. I don't know. All I know, it has to do with the Mighty Ducks
I
and
saw the Ball brothers.
the Ball
You
brothers.
know, like Jake Paul and Logan
Mm.
Paul.
Oh,
those
yeah.
guys are in the same there's like a whole. So the crazy shit is in there is this. There's like the city and there's the outskirts of the city, and then like for all the people that are like just dodging tax purposes, they all live in the gated communities because
Of
they're
course.
just exploiting the land. And dude, you go. It's like weird, bro, because like technically it's a prison.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like a very beautiful prison. There's like it's like crafted golf course. Like if a golf course is like really nice and it's really manicured like grass, but it's like
It's still a prison.
still a game, baby. Anyway, music.
Music.
Oh, yeah. Is that what we're supposed to be talking about?
Yeah. We're supposed to be talking about music.
Tell me a little about your songs, guys. Like tell me where you're from.
Okay,
How are
so
you?
Sea Caucus, he's from Lyndhurst. Jose's from Lyndhurst. Our singer, Jim, he lives up in Newton, New Jersey.
Yeah, but originally from West Orange.
Yeah, originally from West
So,
Orange.
yeah.
We don't have a permanent drummer. We use session drummers. For our last two recordings, we used a guy named Milo Venter, who I've worked with for years. For the live stuff, we used a guy named Ramsey Norman, who did a lot of reggae music with me over the years. We started... I was contracted to do a lot of TV shows during like 2020 and 2021, and had a couple shows going on at the same time. And they asked for a certain type of music, and I wrote a bunch of stuff, and I asked Jose to come play bass, and that's pretty much the gist of it. But then when a lot of these TV shows, like we had a couple songs in some shows, but a lot of it didn't get picked up. So I said, hey, this stuff is good. We should make a band out of it. So we called our friend Jim. We've known him for years. We've been in bands with him. And we're like, let's do a band. Let's make this a real thing, So we started about a year ago.
Yeah.
And we released 2 singles so far. Last year we had a single called Buzzsaw around Halloween. Kind of...
Yeah, they're spooky.
Playing on the whole spooky vibe, even though it's not really the subject of the song has really nothing to do with that. And then we released a single last month called Concrete Heaven, which the name comes from the skateboarding TV show that we were working on. So all the names of the songs had like these skateboarding type names to them, but the actual lyrics have nothing to do with that.
Secret fucking level in Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The concrete
you have to do
heaven.
the Christ air and into the grind, and that
Yes.
opens up a secret
Yeah.
passage. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the lyrics, I've worked with Jim over the years. A lot of his lyrics could be taken any way you want. They're very ambiguous. Jose knows it. He carries around this notebook and just writes random stuff down, and that's
Yeah.
how the lyrics come about. They're not about any one person or
I'm curious
place.
where he keeps all of those, because it's not a notebook. It's always he always has like a.
Well, he has several notebooks. I've seen like a
yeah.
bookshelf filled with them over
I'm
the
very
years.
curious where all that stuff goes, because there's stuff from 10, 12, 20 years ago, literally. That
He just
written
writes down, or he used to record stuff all the time. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
He used to bring like a handy recorder
Yeah.
around, just randomly be
incriminating
taping. We
stuff.
wouldn't even know it, you know.
That's man. As growing as an artist, man, I realized that like a lot of the development is just rooted in habit.
Yeah.
Like all of it's just like always having a notebook, and it's like being able to catch it in that moment. Like you have to be able to catch it in the moment You have to be able and do it consistently. If you do it consistently, like you always got a notebook on you and you're always recording and you're always like ready to go and that's part of you. You just get better at it. Man.
Well, we have like a joke, like if we say something funny, we'll be like, write that down. And Jim literally writes it down, and that's a lot of those things end up in our songs. Like what? So me and Jim write the songs together. I write all the music, arrange it. When I'm writing for like a specific feeling in my life or whatever, and I may tell Jim, hey, this is what I'm thinking right now. Or whether the lyrics end up that way or not, I don't know, but that's at the time, that's what I'm feeling. If a lot of these songs are like love songs when you really get down to it, but are they about any one particular time or place or person? I don't know, but that's what makes these songs good, because you could put any experience you want to them. What
were the early records that shaped you?
Man, that's a good question. Like, I go through like these music obsessions like every couple years. When I was a teenager, I was really into a lot of punk rock, but not of my era.
Which one?
Like Black Flag, Misfits, Ramones, Blank 77, which were from New Jersey.
Yeah, I've heard of those guys. I've never actually listened to them.
Actually, the singer lives in my town, which is kind of funny.
The Feelies, you ever hear the Feelies?
Yeah, the Feelies, yeah.
The Feelies are like up the street in North Hill. I remember when I went to school, I found out that the Feelies drummer was the guy in my band class. Is like the son of the Feelies drummer. I started listening to their shit. It's fucking dope shit, bro.
I mean, these days, a little bit different. Like, but listening to the Idols. Did you ever hear Idols? They're from Great Britain, England. Crazy. I mean,
big Fishbone fan.
Ah, cool.
Oh, I love Fishbone.
Right.
Bro. I grew up on Fishbone.
What do you listen to, Jose, these days?
I listen to the same stuff I listened to when I was like in high school. I'm still and forever will be a huge Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. It's kind of the reason I got into music. Well, playing bass, Flea was a big idol to me, and it's kind of a reason why I picked up the bass. I mean, that and Jim asked me to be in his band, details, but whatever. Yeah, that was all the way back in like high school or whatever. But like I said, probably still listening to the same stuff that you would hear on like VH1 or MTV.
VH1,
back in the day. You remember those?
I fucking miss. I was talking
remember
about that earlier this
pop-up
week.
videos. I remember those.
Do you remember the box? Channel 96.
Of
You could like weren't you able?
Where you could like dial shit.
Yes, and it would show up on the screen.
And it was like you could vote or something. Yeah.
Yo, fucking who was it? I think it was Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti. Yo, have you ever heard of this hack that this guy did? This is how I think he got. I don't know if it was DMX. It was one rapper that he had. So what's it called? He basically called the box with like a shitload of different numbers, and then just started he paid for the. So for his advertising budget, he just paid the box, and the box just and he was just like it just became number one, and then I think it's Ja Rule.
I can tell you that you could. At one time, I did this once. I was obsessed with this song by Space Hog called "In the Meantime," and do you remember that song?
No.
Okay. I ordered this video like 16 times, which cost you like $1.99 a minute back then. Yeah. So I'm sure my parents were not happy when they saw that bill. But it showed up 16 times, one after the other. I'm sure after a while, people like exploiting that. They were like, all right, we can't do that anymore. Yeah. I don't know if it was automated or some dude in some room. Who knows?
Probably. It was
it's a regional thing. It was a regional. That was how he got the fucking. That was his shit. Is that he exploited the box, but he used his advertising. No. Instead of he was using the mastering studio. So the mastering studio, they swag you out. There's here's premium coffee, whatever, little fucking bullshit, and then you have a phone that you could call, wherever. So he just kept calling the fucking box.
Nice. I love like those old school scams.
Too bad that doesn't work anymore. The Horsehead men would be in the stratosphere if the box was around, because we'd be ordering our video every day.
Bro,
Peak times.
I miss. Well, you could technically do it, but the thing is with like Instagram ads and shit, man, it just becomes like. I don't think it fucking works. I mean, I feel like they work. it definitely works, and you got the promotion and shit. But it's like
it works. You got to know what you're doing. I do marketing for a living. It's not easy for a normal person.
It's like really, it's regional shit, man.
Yeah, you gotta like really study up on your. It's only gonna work if you have the demographics that you're
exactly
looking for. If you're just going, here's $20 and show it to everybody, it's probably not gonna.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, exactly. Costa Rica, we're coming for you with Instagram ads.
I put up a couple. There's a couple stickers somewhere in Hako Beach.
Really? All right. Word.
Absolutely.
Word.
Yeah, it wasn't just for pleasure. I was there.
There's like one Costa Rican.
Yeah,
youth
it's
that's
like
gonna go in and
we see in our Spotify. It's like, oh, there's one Costa Rican. All right. Hey, whatever. You got to build the base.
We got to move the entire operation to Costa Rica.
I'm down. I told everyone. I know where my life ends. Whatever happens between now and then, whatever,
it ends in Costa Rica.
It ends in Costa Rica.
Damn.
So that means that our whole plan has to end up being with the end goal, Costa Rica.
Yes.
How do we do that? I don't know.
That's the name of like one of the albums. It's like end goal Costa Rica.
One day. I mean, we got a lot of on the nose Horsehead men type puns to get through, like Back in the Saddle. That will be our second album.
Oh no, that's got to be like the comeback record.
Oh yeah, we'll be gone for 10 years. We'll come back. We'll call it Back in the Saddle. Just a random ambiguous name. When I was doing the TV work, I didn't want to put all of our names because that's too long on the credits.
Yeah.
So actually, I have a whole list of band names. I'll just come up with them randomly.
Yeah. Speaking of,
I've had them for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Actually, I've named some bands that still exist or have existed at some point. I'll give them the list. They could take them, and then I cross them off the list. Right. So Horsehead Men was on that list. So, yeah, that's where it came from.
How'd you get to start in the TV?
Just knowing people.
What's that like? What's the process like for that?
It's stressful and annoying. And I'm glad I'm not doing it anymore. Yeah. I mean, it's good. It pays nicely, but the game has changed considerably. I got into it at a very weird part of it.
What is it? Is like it's like television shows that are like
yeah, I mean, so I worked for a company that my 3 friends owned, and I just gave them a whole lot of music. I was doing all the reggae stuff at the time, so I had tons of reggae to give them. They didn't have any reggae. Actually, initially, they came to me. They had a TV show, a kids show. They wanted Motown-style music, and they know I'm into that, and I could record like that, so that's how that came about. And then I gave them the reggae stuff, and then eventually the punk rock-ish. I don't like to say we're punk rock because we're really not, but
yeah, we kind of like
the punk rock-ish stuff came around. We got optioned to do like a skateboarding TV show out of South Africa, so we had to make all these tracks, and then we had to sync them to like all these episodes that came in, and none of them got picked up. Actually, the only quote-unquote Horsehead Men stuff that found its way into media was this children's TV show that I was writing Motown music for. Yeah, strange. Yeah.
Yeah, what is sense?
Yeah.
I was writing Motown music for a fucking
you could look it up. It's on YouTube Kids. It's called Found Home Farms. It's about this family that moves from the city to like Montana or something, and they're gonna have a farm life or whatever, and so it's from a kid's perspective. It's a kid's show, and this like 8-year-old kid narrates like what they do like every day or whatever.
You know, that reminds me of you gave me a flashback of like the kid moving to Montana. Remember that I don't know how old you guys are. Remember that fucking show on Nickelodeon, Caitlin's Way? There was this fucking kid. There was like a badass kid.
I'm an early 90s kid, so
I'm an early 90s kid as well.
Okay, so maybe I don't know.
Like 100 Good Deeds for Eddie McDowd.
Oh yeah,
remember that shit? Remember the fucking dog?
Whoa.
Yeah. That unlocked
like,
a memory. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I know this
God.
kid's show trope premise, bro. Where the bad, like not the bad.
No, I watched a lot of Salute Your Shorts.
Yes,
that was my jam.
Yeah.
That
Pete and Pete.
Danny Tamborelli, bro.
I played a show with him.
Bro, he's like it was crazy. He lives in White Claw. Yeah.
Yeah, I played.
I gotta make a mental. I gotta get him on the podcast.
I think it was last October or November. A friend of ours that's in a band that we play with often. He held a show for HR the Bad Brains, and Danny Tamborelli's band Jounce opened up for them.
Dude.
And Danny Tamborelli, coolest dude ever.
Yeah.
Super down to earth. he liked what I was playing. You know, we talked a little bit. I used to play Friday nights at this brewery. Turned out he was a big fan of the brewery. So, yeah, really cool dude.
Yeah. I've heard a lot about that. It's crazy. It's just really, like, I think it was in Whitehall.
I thought he lived in New York, but maybe he does live in Jersey. I don't know. We didn't get to that part of our conversation. We were just talking about music the whole time.
Numbers and horoscopes.
No, we didn't get to the.
Scorpio, your eyes.
Yeah.
I'm a Cancer.
It's like, oh, I knew you were a Gemini. I felt that aura.
Oh man.
Yeah, the TV work it's cool, but it's not like. I'm sure at some point it was better than it was. But, now you have places like Netflix and all these streaming services that are trying to get more for less, you know?
Yeah, bro, the writer's strike is like is huge.
Well, the whole AI thing, too, that's going to change the game considerably. Like, if it wasn't changing it enough, I mean, the stressful part is that, if you're working with, like, a music supervisor or a director or something, you're good. They kind of know what they want, and they're willing to work with you. Yeah. But sometimes you get these, like, marketing people that are doing commercials, and they'll be like, give me a jazz track, but it has to be, like, 1930s newsy, whatever the hell that means. So then you write what you interpret that to be, and then what they actually think is something random that has nothing to do with what you did. And it's not because... It's just they don't know what they want, and it's not you that made the mistake to misinterpret it. They don't know how to explain things. Job. What, the marketing people?
Yeah, to tell people like obscure and like weird things.
I think they're all stoners, man, because every one of them that I've talked to, they're all like out there. Out there, like they're smoking a lot of weed in the boardroom.
Oh, right.
Crack is whack. That's what I want to tell all of our fans. Anyone who's listening, it's whack.
Some of the shit, man, that gets budgeted. Like, I'm like, sometimes I'll watch a television show and I'll be like, dude, there was like a meeting. Like one day, like there was like a boardroom meeting where everybody was all in like suits, idealized, and everybody was like, all right, guys, fucking, Pootie Tang. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Hey, somebody commissioned like five. No,
that movie's actually funny.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
it's a good movie.
I would never denounce.
One Louis C.K.
I just love Louis C.K. It was the first thing that came to mind.
That's one of the. But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yo, like there's like $500,000. Like here's like $500,000. Pootie Tang.
Well, if anybody's looking to revive the Pootie Tang franchise, Horsehead Men is available to score.
Wadata.
Shout out to Tang.
Shit, man, I love that movie.
Yeah, I love fucking where he's like...
Hold me down on a patty side. Oh, my God. Well, I know what I'm watching tonight.
It's fucking... the best is with the fucking... he has the hit record, and it's just like all silent.
It's silent, yeah.
And he's like, turn that shit down, goddammit! Speaking of hit records, let's go into some of your music now.
Yeah, man. There's 2 singles out there. Concrete Heaven is one of them, is the latest one.
That's the latest cut.
It should be. Our distributor, I think, has like some YouTube stuff going on. I don't know. I just put it up there, and if it's there, it's there. The less I have to do, the better.
Man. It's like going in the reggae stuff, man. Like, how do you end up making like the like I never understand like how the actual like music is like.
What, for the reggae music?
Yeah, just like I don't know how it's like. I listen to a lot of like Scientists and like like Tough Gong and like different.
Well, the Scientist stuff, that's all remixes. That's like that's all dubbed. And that was just all the engineer. Scientist himself, like working the board with the effects and everything.
Scientist? Who the hell is this?
Get with the program, Jose.
Bro, you don't know the vampires?
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Uneducated swine.
I told you, I've been listening to the same music for the last 30 years, okay?
Yeah, all that Scientist stuff. So he was like remixing stuff that was already well known.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, so like...
Yeah, that's like, not all... that. All those effects and everything, that's not done. That wasn't... Those were songs that were already done... out already, and those are remixed. Yeah, that's
so
like...
just make it beats.
Not really. I mean, he has all the tracks there. Well, that was new. Nobody did that at the time. But yeah, like when I ran my studio, I had a session band, and we'd get hired to do something, and we'd just make the music for the artist. But yeah, here you go. It's right here.
What do we got? All right.
You play it like live off. You don't edit.
Well, I can fucking like that later.
Nice. And coming in at number 9.
So yeah, that was Concrete Heaven.
Yeah.
It came out last month.
Dope.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Fun fact, actually the drum track and the bass track is kind of old. That's from when we first did it, and then I just redid all the guitars. And
Drum and bass snapped, bro. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fucking no, I don't know.
he likes to redo his bass lines over and over again.
I
He's
do
never like
them-
happy with them.
Well, that was kind of like the cool thing about. I mean, the cool thing about COVID was I was able
Millions
to.
died.
Yeah, well, yeah. Besides that awesome fact, I got to. That was kind of like I didn't like play bass for a few years, and when everyone was like kind of locked down, I. At the time, Jim was living in LA, and he was sending me some tracks, and it kind of showed me how to. Because my brother, he does some audio stuff, and he. Installed like Reaper on my computer, and then from there I was able to kind of record, tracks and stuff. So like, if he sent me something or if JB sent me something, like, I'd be able to like write something there. And like, being a perfectionist, I would do it 100 million times, but, that's the only way to get perfection.
Well, the other thing too is like we never really get to rehearse because we have to pay a drummer every time, and then we have to pay a studio, so it becomes pretty expensive. So like the only time it really gets to like we end up rewriting the songs when we're playing the shows. Like we figure out something cool and we go okay, and if it's like halfway recorded, we'll just redo it.
Just a little rock with it.
Yeah, the joys of.
Nah, bro. It's this whole
No, I mean, it really is incredible. Like I said, like Jim, during like that first lockdown, Jim was sending me stuff, and in a day he'd write like a little guitar lick, and I'd put a bass line to it. I'd send it.
You're doing all this remotely.
Yeah, like exactly.
dope.
Him in L.A., I was here in Jersey, and then it was just back and forth, and like within a day you have like a song, and it's just like, oh, cool, like.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's really
I don't
cool.
even have to go to a studio, don't have to do anything. Now it's like I could sit in my underwear and play it a million times.
Stroke or crazy code.
I mean, we are serious about this though, and we're trying really hard to play more often.
Yeah.
In the early days, we kind of, I'd been doing reggae for like 14 years, so I didn't know what people were doing. I didn't know where the rock shows were anymore. The last time I went to rock shows were in basements when I was like 18 years old.
Man, what was the real switch though? Like when you really like
The reggae music?
Yeah. Do you still dabble? I mean, obviously now.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't do the studio work as much anymore, even though a lot of people do ask me to do it. I just don't have any really interest anymore. I do play in like a reggae cover band with some guys I used to play with just for fun. I don't know, I got bitten by the reggae bug by some dude spinning vinyl in Miami, and I thought it was super cool, and I wanted to do that too.
Probably,
Yeah, and I was starting
see a
my
doctor
career
about
as an
that.
engineer. I was assisting at a place in Hoboken that no longer exists called Water Music. I was like, these people ain't going to get any reggae, so the only way I got to do this is do it myself. And then I started on this journey of doing it myself and didn't realize that New York City had a whole host of reggae musicians going on, and I never knew until I started meeting other people. And I was like, oh, crap, well, I'm halfway into this. I might as well keep going. Yeah. We were in the Newman Leather Building, which is surprisingly still standing.
In Hoboken.
That's where we first started.
Did the Roosevelts also have an office there?
I don't know, but I was in the same building as some of the guys from Sonic Youth, and I remember one of those guys used to come up all the time because the guy that I rented from, he was an organ player, and the guy would just randomly come up, and the door was always open because it was hot as hell in there. And he would just walk in, and here's the dude from Sonic Youth, and he would just be commenting on my friend playing organ. And he would always offer him, like, a spot to come play with them, and he would never take it. I don't know why. I'd be like, this guy ain't offering me any spots. I'll go play, But, that was cool, man. It was a great place to meet people because, you have artists and musicians coming in and out of there. It was a good place to...
I like this place as well, man. There's a lot of... I like this format, too. Honestly, the podcast is I just like meeting people and seeing that process.
This is the podcast era. Everybody's getting in on it, and everybody's receptive to it.
Yeah. It's weird though, man, because like I feel like people do it, but it's like some people are like grind hustle culture, like you know what I mean. Like I don't know, man. I'm just like I just love like listening to hear and like meeting people because it's more of a. For me, it's like an exercise in like listening and like seeing, man. And you get such great perspective of the world, honestly. It's like, but it's good because it's also like, check out these guys.
Well, yeah, I agree. I dig the open format. You get to learn about people in a way that
you get to
interview
hang out with us.
That an interview question
cool
cannot
we
answer.
Are in your ear holes.
Yeah, we talked about our main goal being Costa Rica. No interview question would have led us into that.
Well, it's always on my mind.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Jose mentioned Costa Rica on the way over here just to let you know how much it's on his mind.
I think I mention Costa Rica every day.
Yeah.
To someone. I have to talk to someone about it.
He loves that place.
Yeah,
it's life-changing.
Damn.
You've got to go.
It resonates with his soul.
That somebody's mentioned. I'm serious. Like that's like
it's a sign.
There's a lot of Americans that move there and like give up their passports.
A lot of expats.
Yeah.
At least what I noticed.
Yeah.
Well, things are cheap down there, right?
Yes.
Too. For like $20, you could like have a time. Can't have a time for $20.
You can have a time. It's definitely a way to put it.
Not in New Jersey, man.
Have a time down there.
Can't even pay like.
Pay $12 for a hamburger.
Yeah, man.
It's good. It's a good ass hamburger.
It's a good hamburger, but you get two, you're already over budget.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's a house.
No, but before Costa Rica, we're trying to do more local shows, but we've got what?
We got some upcoming shows.
Yeah, exactly. In a couple weeks.
In 2 weeks, we're headed with a friend of ours. He runs his band. His name is Johnny Knollwood. He has a band called the Church of Mad Love. We're going to State College, PA. Is the town that surrounds Penn State University. We're going to play in some like house or basement or something run by the students, which is cool. And then in July, was it the 27th? July 27th, Pet Shop in Jersey City.
Pet Shop? Fuck yeah.
With Johnny Knollwood again, a Jersey City band called Everlet. They were known as Gypsy Tears not too long ago.
Huh.
And a new band called Silent Giant, which is consists of a friend of mine. So it should be a good show. I'm looking forward to it. I've never played Pet Shop before.
No,
so
Pet Shop's great, man.
I mean,
my buddy Reese plays there a lot.
I know people there. I've done a DJ gig there, but downstairs, but I've never played upstairs before.
What like you were mentioning like the DJing like got you into reggae, but like what are your like memories of DJing? What got you into? Because I'm actually trying to learn.
COVID got me into DJing. Yeah. And I dominated in it, so I just kept going. Because all the DJs left, so I took all their gigs, and I just got lucky, man.
I'm gonna brave the storm.
I got lucky.
Someone's got to do it.
I was doing it for fun with a couple friends of mine before COVID. I didn't take it seriously. I didn't even own that many records at the time. Now I have like
you do all vinyl.
Like zillions of records because I DJ so much, but.
You just keep buying records. You're like, yo.
Yeah, people will say, hey, do you have this? No, I don't, but I'll go buy it now because if you're going to come back, you'll want to hear it.
Huh.
Or someone goes, hey, can you do an 80s new wave night? No, I don't own any records, but let's try one.
What makes you choose vinyl over just doing like Serato or record box?
Because there's a lot of songs on vinyl that you just can't find digitally. Yeah. Especially the stuff that I play. I play a lot of reggae music, a lot of 50s R&B, 60s soul. 70s funk and stuff.
My uncle is actually he was a doo-wop guy.
I'm a big doo-wop guy.
Yeah.
I have like 4 boxes of like rare doo-wop 45s.
Yeah. My uncle he was like a doo-wop DJ in Patterson for a very long time. DJ Teen Angel, and yeah, he lives in Sussex now, and he still has like all the vinyl. The vinyl is just like all in the fucking all in the basement. Yeah, man, but this is weird because he would just have like you just like have a van and but it was like I don't know, but is there really like that? I know like this it's the song selection, but do you feel like there's like really the grain and the fidelity is like?
I mean, as an engineer, I know a lot of people would probably debate with me. I mean, I like vinyl, I like holding it, I like the fact that there's some stuff that you just can't find digitally. I like the whole culture behind it. I mean, scientifically, I mean, yeah, probably not. I know how records are mastered. There's a lot of idiosyncrasies. Is that even the word for it? No, there's a lot of like, there's a lot of, it's very specific kind of thing how to master a vinyl. And it's, there's no doing it different, it is the way it is, and
it's science.
Yeah, it's I don't know. There's going to be a million people that listen to this go, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Jim.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Vinyl is the echelon of recorded music. But there's an argument for everything.
Yeah, exactly. What an idiot.
Hasn't seen
It'll be me.
It's going to be the guy who gave me the double middle finger on Route 80. It's going to be like, vinyl is king, bro.
Hey, you deserved it, man.
Yo, you have to do, when he comments, you just got to hit the thumbs up thing.
Yeah, we'll just do the thumbs up. They'd be like, God damn it, they got me again. Even digitally. I can't win. Hey, Matthew, is there a bathroom down here?
There is.
Jose, you're on, man. You're going to have to be the guy.
It's all good.
Well, I don't know what else we could talk about.
Jose the guy.
Yeah, I'm the guy.
Tell me a little bit about your life, bro. Straight to the...
Well, I guess I could talk. All right,
Tell me about your childhood.
All right. Well, I grew up here in Jersey.
Right.
My name is Jose. I am a Spanish person, but I speak no Spanish. That's a little trivia for you. Can't speak it. But I've been to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Been to Puerto Rico a lot.
Alright.
But like I said, last time I was there, I was 16 before I could drive. But yeah, so I mean, I kind of got into this whole music thing because Jim, who's not here, unfortunately.
No, rock, bro.
You know, he had a couple bands while we were growing up, and we were friends first, and he was like, "Hey, you want to just like play in my band?" It's like, cool, you know, I don't know how to play an instrument, but yeah, why not, right?
Bro.
And so, like I said, my neighbor, he had this old Fender. It was, in theory, it was cool, but it was like all warped, and he gave it to me for free, you know, because it was like, all right, you know, trying to learn how to hold a bass or like, you know, finger. I didn't know any of that stuff. I kind of taught myself, and you know, just listened to what like Jim was doing, and just tried to, I don't know, kind of come up with something that didn't suck, you know. But
What was the process like? Did you like start like looking at YouTube videos and like how to fucking do it?
So really, like, I only got really serious about it within the last couple of years. It was really COVID that kind of made me get back into it. Like,
yo, like rock out. Here's these tracks. Like, let's see what you got.
Well, see, so like, I was in, you know, the band with Jim back in the day, and then it was like, you know, high school stuff. You know, it was just the reason to like get together and hang out and whatever. I never practiced. You know what I mean? Like, I never like. Once we were done, it was like, all right, bye, see you later. I wasn't at home like practicing, but once COVID hit, you know, I needed stuff to do in my apartment. You know, I was working from home, and it's like you can't go out, you can't do anything. So I picked up bass again, and it was like, so my process was like kind of listening to what someone else came up with. Like I said, Jim would give me like a guitar track, and he would get like, you know, the creative juices flowing, and it's like, all right, well, what can I play to this? What can I, you know, and it gave me something to like focus on. Like I said, I would do like a million takes, but you know, I was doing something productive as opposed to watching Sopranos for, you know, the second, you know, the second go through.
Third
yeah.
run of it,
You know, so
It's a good show, though.
it's a great show. Yeah. I love
actually,
Sopranos.
Every run of it, you get a little bit more.
I love Sopranos, but, you know, I needed something productive. And, you know, with COVID, I kind of got back into it. And now with, you know, my process is a little bit, you know, Jim comes up with the lyrics, but, you know, the boss here, he comes up with like the music. And like I said, you know, I listen to what he does, and I listen to what like Jim does, and kind of try to just play something that kind of goes.
Just vibe off of it.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Have shout out to Prototype. Fucking, we have a thing every Monday after Mondays with Mav. There's a thing called After School Activities where it's just all improv.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so, you know,
Oh, yeah, I remember. Didn't you start that in Jersey City?
Yeah. He started in Jersey City, brought it over here, and yeah, dude, it's really, really, really helpful, and it helps with like a lot of things because it's like it really is all just improv. It's like it's the energy is all just reacting to each other, where it's like, you know, like, and then like somebody will pick up on it, and then like, all right, and then everybody starts to just add like their voices, and it's really the balance of the voices. Cool. It's crazy because like I'm not really a musician. I produced music. Like I used to like just make beats and shit like when I was like 19, 18. And then I did it until I was like 21, and then I was doing photography and music, and then I found filmmaking, and filmmaking has just been like my life. I've just devoted like everything to fucking like, I'm going to be a great, I'm decent, but I'm not like, I don't have like fucking, you know, 2001 Space Odyssey. You know what I mean? Like,
Not yet.
Gotta play to the strengths, man. If you're passionate, and you just keep doing it, man.
Well, exactly.
Of course.
It's like a life thing.
Anything is.
Martin Scorsese's like 89 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of like stars, like I think Samuel L. Jackson or like Morgan Freeman, or there's a few actors.
Morgan Freeman went to my acting school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to my.
But I don't think he like really broke big until he was a little bit older. Like there are people out there who
he's been old forever, bro.
Well, yeah, that's another thing too.
He was old when he was out the womb and shit. He was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I went to LACC. I was wondering, where in LA were you at?
Other Jim was in LA. The only places that I've like lived were Miami. Lived in Ireland for a little bit. Really? Funny enough, Jim also lived in Ireland for a little bit.
He did.
Yeah,
what was that like?
I don't know where he lived, but I lived out in the sticks, so it was peaceful but boring when you're an
I
18-year-old
think his
kid.
family's from Cork, so I'm assuming somewhere in that region.
Oh.
Yeah, we both have family
It
that.
looks very peaceful. Miami is like honestly on my. It's one of the few cities that I feel like I haven't bonded with. I bonded with LA. I bonded with like San Francisco.
Yeah, Miami's a little. I had fun when I was there. I met a lot of cool people, had a lot of great experiences, but there's a reason why I only lived there for a year.
Superficial.
I mean, not the people. I mean, I'm sure you could find that, but the people that I hung around with, it was cool, you know.
What's the turn up in Miami, bro? Like, I was like, I don't know. I was like looking into like.
Everybody goes to one. Well, at least when I was there, literally everybody from like the 50-mile radius went to the same like 3 clubs on a Friday and a Saturday. So you would see the same people all the time, which was cool. You know, you have a big community. That's how I found out about reggae music. That's how I found out about a lot of things. Nice.
This guy's coming in as a feature.
Yeah, he's like,
That's
yo,
how
let
I
me
know
get on a
about
Horsehead
genre.
track.
He's actually doing a vinyl set right now.
Yeah, in his car.
He's like on the fucking roof.
Yeah, he's like, vinyl is superior. I'm going to show this guy.
It's the guy from Rudy.
Yeah,
He followed us.
we can't see it, but through the frosted windows are 2 middle fingers.
I mean, that was impressive. He was very pissed.
Yeah, I mean, it's New Jersey, bro, and it's Route 21. If you got to get over, you got to get over.
Exactly. Like, if someone broke down on the side, it's like, come on.
His wife, he probably just got done with a stressful day at work. His wife probably was nagging him in the morning.
Yeah.
His dog probably shit all over the
And
back
he was looking
seat.
forward to, like, those leftovers in the fridge, but
Yeah.
he got the text, oh,
Well,
sorry, I ate it.
And
Happened to
then
me the other day, bro. I was walking to go get sushi with my girlfriend and fucking. I was in the thing and I had the you're good, man. You can walk. Like light. That's what that's called. And then this dude like goes and like basically he's like right on right on a red, goes in, and it almost like hits me. And then I'm like he's like "Rah!" Screaming from the fucking window, and I was like man, go fuck yourself. And then the guy pulls over, and like goes to like he's like what the fuck? It was like a fucking like a 65-year-old guy that's been smoking like weed, not weed, but like cigarettes his whole life. What the fuck you that? And he was like, I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, what is going on
Are we
right
really
now?
gonna, go to fisticuffs here?
Yeah, I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, I'm not to fucking end up on cops right now. Just gotta end it. But yeah, dude.
yeah, you got to
It's
be
the summer,
careful.
man.
You got to
Summer.
be careful in this area.
Yeah, well, this was actually in like fucking like Caldwell.
Oh,
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
you got to be careful in that area too.
I'm more happy and better.
Yeah, you're probably better off here.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, they'll be like, man.
Because nobody's gonna fuck with you around here.
Yeah, they're okay.
Nobody wants to test anybody.
Bro, I'm wearing a man bun, bro.
Is that your
They're like
protection?
the man bun guys are moving in. We gotta watch out for them.
No, there's a gang. They're like, no.
No, not
Let 'em
tonight.
walk.
Yeah, not tonight, man.
Yeah, summer's crazy right now, man. It's I don't know. It's about to be a weird one, yeah. But yeah, bro. Fucking
I'm looking forward to it. Summer is where it's at, man.
upcoming shows again.
Upcoming shows. We got the Pet Shop. We got State College. We booked another one in Forked River last night in August. In August.
What's the Pet Shop date?
July 27th. It's a Thursday.
July 27th at Pet Shop. All right.
Yeah,
Word.
be there or be square or another shape.
Yeah, another shape. Triangle.
Whatever.
Whatever.
We're open.
Triangle
Yeah.
man.
I'm looking forward to the State College one. I played some colleges in the past. Those people are more receptive to new music, you know?
How does that like? I don't know. How does it go? Like, how do you book those?
We were just talking about it in the car,
Good
man.
question.
Book those, bro?
How I found them was just searching tags through Instagram, and I went through a lot of posts to find them.
Word.
I would type in like basement show PA, college show this, yeah.
It was
And
this
it's
one dude with like some kinky sex setup.
Yeah, I went through a lot of kinky sex posts before I
He definitely.
before I
followed
actually
a
got
couple.
to what I was looking for. Or I'll follow bands and see where they play.
Right.
There's a whole there's a whole bunch of ways of going about it.
Alright.
Hey, passion, man, you got to work. everything is a job. You got to do it,
Yeah,
you know.
bro. It really is.
I go to my day job, I come home, and then I'm sitting on Instagram for 4 hours trying to find
Same shit,
college
bro.
shows through Instagram hashtags.
Same fucking shit, bro. It's insane that we were all just like, I don't know, everybody's on a social platform. It's like weird. It's like half and half, like, where it's like I'm happy that I could distribute everything. I just hate being on the fucking phone, bro. It's so much time.
Oh, I hear you, man.
Yeah, that's why I gotta go to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
There's cell reception in Costa Rica.
Yeah, you just you don't.
Oh, dude, now you just completely threw it.
Yeah, I think
trying to leave.
Like I'm trying to. I want a house. I want a T1 line, so I have proper internet, and then that's it.
Oh yeah, because
no food.
No,
what do they still have dial-up over there, or cable, or what do they got?
We had. It's not like the 19th century.
Well, some places do have.
No, they had internet. They had running water too. Can you believe that?
I can believe that.
Shit.
This guy, he's trying to make me out to be.
Yeah, bro.
This closed-minded bigot.
Change your name from Jim the Boss to Jim the Bigot.
Yeah. Put that on a T-shirt.
Jim the Bigot, bro.
This is all. We're all kidding, guys. Right?
All jokes.
Right?
We love everyone. No, I'm telling you, I'm making my life in Costa Rica.
I know it. I've been hearing it like every day since we started this band, and all the podcast listeners have heard it like 5 times already.
I get it, bro, but can you just play this damn bass?
Trivia for the listeners: Where is Jose's end game? A, not Costa Rica.
Yeah. Anywhere but Costa Rica. You have to have a plan.
Where can we find you on social media, guys?
Horsehead Men Music on Instagram. If you go to horseheadmen.com, it shows up, has like a list of, I think we're on TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. All that stuff that the kids are on,
Yeah.
And if you go to horseheadman.org, it's just
it's a
That's something else.
different.
completely
Yeah,
different.
yeah. Please be
Completely
careful.
different.
Yeah.
It's like a
Please
lot
be
of
careful
scat
out there.
porn.
But go there anyway, because you never know.
Yeah,
you
gotta
might find
experience-
something you're into.
Experience the world, man.
Yeah.
This is a pleasure having you guys.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you.
Matthew,
Thank you for
so
having
much.
us.
Ladies and gentlemen, another episode. Stay beautiful, people.